I'm now joined by Liel Leibovitz from the U.S. city of Philadelphia. He's an assistant professor of communications at New York University. Liel, thanks for being with us.
Thanks for having me.
You're concerned that this bill is going to harm free speech. In what way?
Well, this bill is essentially, a complete and total censorship of the very infrastructure of the internet. You just have to look at the language of the law to see how disastrous it is. The law says it will give the government or copyright holders the right to shut down sites dedicated to theft of U.S. property. And you should ask yourself, well, what are these sites dedicated to theft of U.S. property? And you'd be right to ask that, because apparently no one in Washington has. It's this really, really big blanket statement that allows vested interests the right to go over and make entire websites disappear off the internet. It will have many, many more detrimental effects than valuable resources.
Okay, so clearly you think the language is too broad, but the cable, music, and movie industries, they all have valid points that their intellectual material is being stolen. What's the balance for this?
Sure. Well, the valid points that they make are absolutely right, but the problem that they have is not a problem of legislation or enforcement. It's a problem quite strictly of doing business. You should ask yourself, how come the place most of us go to buy our music right now is iTunes, started by Apple, which is a computer company? And the answer is quite simple and quite stark. The reason is because whereas the music industry and the movie industry were too busy suing their clients, Apple, a computer company, said, hey, how about we give people an easy, convenient way to buy music online? And everyone just fluctuated towards their website. And they made, they made a pretty penny off it.
But then you think about companies like LimeWire, where plenty of people flocked, millions of people flocked, who didn't want to pay for music off of sites like Apple's site. I think those are the ones that the industry is concerned about.
You're absolutely correct, but this is what you have to consider. 63% of Americans, according to some recent surveys I've seen, admit willingly to downloading music illegally. Now, the music industry, the movie industry calls that theft. Ask yourself if you really believe that 63% of Americans would willingly walk into a bookstore and pilfer a DVD, or willingly walk into, an ice cream shop and steal an ice cream cone.
Oh, I don't think they would.
Obviously not.
No, but when you can do it with anonymity.
Of course they wouldn't. Now hold on. But the reason that they wouldn't is not the reason that they behave a different way online that they would in a store is not necessarily because the internet offers anonymity. It's because the music company and the movie company simply don't offer them a better way to go out and purchase this music in a way that fits whatever the consumer needs are. Here is what this is like. This is like the telegraph industry trying to sue the telephone to shut it down because it will destroy their antiquated business model that hasn't kept up with the technology.
All right, Liel Leibovitz, we're going to have to leave it at that, but thank you for joining us.
Thank you.